Hey man, what it is, what it ain't, it's the voices of the O, and you already know. We back for episode 15. We one short. My boy AO running a little bit late, but you know that's nothing new, man.
As always.
Hey man, I just want to appreciate everybody for checking in. My man to my left,
Big Tony, I'm back.
Hey, back from Florida, man.
Yes, sir. Honeymoon over with. I'm back now. We good.
Hey, you know what it is. My man behind the camera.
Alex Taylor in the building.
And we got a very, very, very special guest, man. My boy Nello, Big Nello.
What's the deal, man? Cornell in the house. What's the deal? What's good?
Hey, man, I want to say appreciate you for coming and checking in with us, man. It's just, Cornell is not one of those people, like back in the day I could say I grew up with. I had one instance of meeting Cornell, and that was my only AAU tournament ever. We went to Wichita. Bruh.
As seniors, too.
As seniors. Me, him, and KJ.
I'm already signed.
Oh, for real? Junior college you could play, right?
Went to go hoop.
Yeah.
And you know what the fucked up part about it is, though? I had to tell this quick story. We're playing, and I remember this. We played Chauncey and we played Alonzo Trier on the same team. I ain't never seen Chauncey play before. They let me block shots the whole tournament. I'm beating shit, right? Everything. They not gonna tell me about nothing either of them. I just see. Hey, I remember one time I was just on a fast break and I heard Chauncey tell Alonzo, "Hey, I got this one." I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about, bro?" Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not too many people I know can get buckets like Cornell here, man.
Yeah,
man,
that's facts. In Oklahoma, he a legend, man.
No doubt.
Everybody know.
Y'all say that, man.
Everybody know, yo.
Y'all say that
because this is where we evolved from. We close to the same age. Mm-hmm. Cornell was classified as like they called him fat or whatever you want to say when he was younger.
Yeah.
But I'm fat. You see what I'm saying? So like for him to call him fat was like that's kind of what are you saying about me? So he hooping, killing. I remember like yesterday, my first year coaching. I think he was a senior. And we run 2-3 zone, and the way they break in the zone is just blowing my mind. Like
Swear.
I tell Hodges, they're legit catching. He's catching at the high post, passing it, or making a jump shot. There was nothing special about it. Sure. So then from then on, I had to learn how to handle that. Like I had to teach myself how to handle that attack. But it was just when Cornell caught it, you're like, you just gonna take it for what it is. He gonna score. He gonna dime to somebody that will. And that's just
that middle spot in the zone, man, is really like it's a playmaker spot. If you can score and you can facilitate, man, you can kill. If they can get you the ball, in the middle with the ball moving, it's really easy because then at that point it's me and the middle guy, which is probably a bigger guy slower than me, like Tony was probably in the middle.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm either shooting it or going right by him. And got shooters. Probably just passing it to them first and they making shots. So now it's keeping them safe or I can just do whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just real.
It was crazy, yo.
He really taught us how to play the game, like IQ wise.
For real?
Yeah, he really did.
Really?
That's why we was like that offensively, defensively. He taught us.
I don't ever hear too much about Coach.
Man.
I mean, he's like Coach Bradley he's supposed to be in one of them. He's supposed to be in one of them schools like where he's at now, Noble.
Yeah,
he's supposed to be there all the time. He's not supposed to be in no Midwest City and things like that, just because of I ain't gonna say the connections and stuff like that, but just like the way he wants to build from the youngins and they come in right through. That's kind of what it is. Instead of 6A big Midwest City to where, and then they not let them have executive decisions on whatever he wants for his program, and he's the winningest program in school in the past 8 to 10 years.
Right.
So I think it kind of worked out for him where he's at now. But he taught us the game, man, like one of those older heads, but still adjusted to how we could play. Mm-hmm. But taught us how to play, how to move, what to look for, the knowledge, like that real IQ stuff, like it's crazy.
Yeah, we just played there. He's at Noble now. We just played him in the summer like a couple weeks ago, and he even coaches those guys now. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like he's really teaching them how to play. Yeah, and you probably know, as you know, all of us from Oklahoma, Noble ain't never been known for no basketball, but them cats was actually getting busy.
I did his team camp too, so I seen even the JV, and he even got the 8th. 7th, 6th grade, like they even playing, like they had a couple 7th graders playing with the 9th grade team. Like you can just see them learning. Like you could just tell, like that he's teaching them the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's really because they ain't supposed to be winning or in type of games
Right.
they ain't supposed to be
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
but they know how to play the game.
Yeah, and he wanted us, so we played him at ours. We played like our second team, and he felt disrespected by it.
Yeah,
It felt fair.
He said that because
Yeah.
Midwest City did that to his team camp, brought the JV. Like, why you do that?
Yeah, right. And so then
we
he,
smacking everybody.
so we was like, cool, we'll throw the varsity at him, and they was giving us a fight for a minute, like for real. And then obviously the Bulls got it going, but
yeah, y'all got some go getters.
Bradley, man, he's a legend, man. I don't care how people see him. I just from my perspective, I've coached now 10 years. He's always been a successful guy.
Yeah, I will have to agree with it. A lot of people don't like him. A lot of refs, a lot of players.
I understand.
You know what I'm
refs,
saying?
boy.
Coaches too, but he's really, if you know him, he's really a good hearted dude.
is,
He'll
yeah.
take care of you even to this day.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So
No, I got to say, because 2013 was my graduating class. Tony was 2012, correct? So I just remember seeing year vividly, especially the first game. We played Edmond Memorial. And I don't know if it was Dorian or KJ got in foul trouble, and I'm guarding Shaq. I'm fronting him. And for anybody that don't know that I can jump, they didn't know I could jump, so they kept trying to lob it over me, and Dorian would get behind him.
got that 1 foot for sure.
Man, and so I'm like, all right, bet. So we lose by like 8. So I'm hyped, and they're like, Midwest City, it's Edmond Memorial, Midwest City. I'm like, well, shit, we just lost by 8 to them, boy. We must have went to Midwest City, got beat by 40. Coach tried to look down at me. I said, nah, you're not finna put me in the game.
It's crazy that year, the 13 year, and we had a couple of us Midwest City guys had just watched us play Memorial at home. We lost 2 games that year, both to Memorial at their place, and in the championship, of course. But like, it was a game on TV, and they was talking. We was down in the first quarter before we went on this big old run at the start of the second quarter at our house against Memorial. And the commentator's like, yeah, Midwest City's not used to this position. They've had 2 close games all year, one against PC West, and the other one was 16 points after that. It hasn't been nothing close than that. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
Like, we really, nobody, it was really 30 plus.
Yeah.
Like, it was a couple teams we beat by 50.
I've told him in a story in our group message one time. I had him laughing because when I was a freshman, I came as a freshman. The first time Westmore had freshmen, so I made varsity that year. So we went to Midwest City. This is when Midwest City was in our conference. So it was awful that we had to play them guys. So we go in and I'm talking about blasted. I'm like 85-15, something wild like that. So he put the freshmen in. So there's 5 of us. We go out there and we playing, and I had never seen Midwest City play, like, ever. So I'm dribbling up the floor.
You a young buck.
Yeah, so I'm dribbling up the floor because nobody else will bring it up. So I'm dribbling up the floor, and I attack, and they push me to the corner of half court, and they start making bird noises. And it scared me. So I threw the ball out of bounds, like, hold up. We're not doing that. Right? So we get blasted. And so they got to come to our house. So, Hodges, he like, guys, just compete your absolute hardest.
Damn. The coach said that's gonna be some shit.
And I'm like, I look back now, like, I respect that, because it's the truth. Like, in that time, so all the years we played them, my senior year is the only time we was ever reasonably close. But all the years we played them, you just, that's a loss. That's just what it was. Like, that was the Midwest City. That to be Midwest City.
That's crazy.
And I will say this too before I get off of it, man. I guarded Juwan from, I think, where's Juwan Parker from?
Tulsa.
Yes.
T.
Played
Yeah,
with.
he's
I
good.
guarded him.
He's good.
I guarded Jordan Woodard.
He's good.
Trey from Westmore. I usually picked up the best player every
That's
time.
True. That's facts.
When I played him, there's a different level of basketball, ball handling.
Who you picking? Who'd you going?
I'm guarding everybody but him.
Oh.
I would have rather guarded Debo, the big light skin. Oh boy, like
Greg?
I seen them breaking off he broke off every.
Yeah. But it was, they were like legitimately like a super team. So it's just whoever could get it could get it.
I didn't know
They claimed back then Keyshawn was, the best guy. And I'm like,
Keyshawn was the smoothest ever. Everybody, man, I'm telling you, Keyshawn is different. Just he knew about angles. And then he was just athletic, and then everything, like, he looked like he moving slow, but he moving fast.
right.
But he gliding.
Yeah.
But he really ain't playing his hardest, but he moving fast, and everybody else beating you to the spot. It's really who played the best defense.
For real?
It's really because he'd just slide and just occasionally, just casual,
Yeah.
just cut you off.
Like, I think
cut
you never
off.
seen him like actually feel like he running hard. He just be,
Yeah.
Slide in there, bro.
Yeah.
Like you try to go at him.
Yeah.
He had talked to you like
softly.
why? Yeah. Like it's underneath. Cut off nail.
It do is them cats.
So, bro, let me ask you about this because we never really sat down. That 2013 year, how many times regular season did y'all play at Memorial?
We played
Or was it just
3 times.
Okay. And how'd those games go? Because I never got to watch them. They should have been televised.
2 was the championship and the one at our house. All 3 was live though.
Mm-hmm.
All 3 was lit. Like we got the DVD at our house. Fans was going. It was packed. Fans going crazy.
Right.
Student section going crazy. So that's what got us on that run. And while we was on that run, it was just lit like a college game.
Yeah.
Like real talk. When we played them, it was basically a college game because our school don't like them because of beating us. They beat us sophomore year in the championship, and then senior year in the championship. You know, so it was already. And then the coaches had got into it my junior year, which they've never liked each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't. You know, I'm sure coach then said it to their players and in the locker room stuff like 'cause as if Bradley has like. Not just like I don't like them, but it's known that
Facts.
this is what we got to take care of.
Yeah.
I don't like ain't too much conversation. So like it just everybody they make sure they at those games and they be so lit. Just like y'all, what is y'all right?
More.
The more
Yeah,
how
more
live
Westmore.
those be.
Mhm.
It's just
But it was something different. When it was like Brandon Lucas, Tilford.
Mm-hmm. That's when they went to
Big
Southmore.
A.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Brandon Haywood was so damn big.
Bro, and he could score. And that's when he was big too.
He broke our scoreboard.
Austin Haywood or Brandon Lucas?
No, Haywood.
Oh,
Austin
yeah.
Haywood.
He,
Yeah.
you know how tall, you know how
Yeah.
our scoreboard where they got the number.
Oh, is that the year it fell?
That's the year it fell. He dunked on it in the mid game, sat on it. That thing just rattled and just came down.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just hanging. Almost hit a couple cheerleaders.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yo, it was crazy. Just hanging. Like the game stopped for like 30, 40 minutes. I mean, it ain't no way y'all getting that back up right now.
Mm-mm.
Had to resume the game, but that year they was really good.
That was tough.
Tilford, Brandon Lucas,
Yeah, they ain't beat us, but
they was good.
Kendall. And
That
I'm
year
a,
they did.
Yeah, I
I'm
would
about to say
encourage.
they had to
that
beat
year
y'all.
they did.
They
That year
had
they
to beat
did.
y'all.
Wow.
And I'm gonna have to encourage anybody that ain't seen that 2013 Oklahoma State Championship Game 6A. That stuff is legendary. I just remember
crazy.
waking up the next day, bro, and was like, "A buzzer beater tip it? No!" Like what?
That
We
was
don't even
crazy.
talk about it like that.
Yeah,
And
but like,
but
bro,
not even how, bro. Like he stole the ball across the line, which I'm not saying it was illegal, but just the greatness of the play, like real talk. Like he caught it.
a wide receiver,
He Debo threw it on a direct line. He jumped out inbounds and just caught it and saved. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
that's one to win, boy.
That's crazy.
Man,
I ain't never and still ain't never seen nothing like that. That was crazy.
classic, instant classic, man.
Instant.
Well, with Cornell being a big hoops fan, a big basketball player himself, I'm sure he's involved in watching a lot of pro sports,
course.
NBA basketball, man. So let's get into
Best
it.
time of the year right now, man.
Yes, sir. Finals is finna begin tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Game 1, but we're gonna rewind the clock a little bit. We're gonna go back to the Suns Clippers game 6.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you, Big Tone, start off on this, man, because I know you've been waiting. My boys in Florida waiting to come back and talk his shit. So go ahead, man.
Yeah, I was sending the group CP3 all day. You know what I'm saying? Our group, I text even a little bit, but you know, I just feel like the happiness I have for CP3 is ecstatic. You know what I'm saying? Because 16-year drought, that's tough.
That's
you know,
tough.
Injuries, he said, and then the teams, you know, underachieved. Like it was so much. And
Taking
he finally
past
did it.
teams.
And the way he did it now, you know what I'm saying, with the group from not making the playoffs to a champion, it's just unbelievable. And I'm not saying it's just him, but the fact that he had such a major effect on the change of the winning culture of the team, it just makes me happy, you know. And then Paul George losing that makes me happy too. But you know,
You and Alex, boy.
you know what?
What's up with this Paul George beef?
I was actually
man?
talking. I was talking to one of my homies the other day. He's like, "Oh, it was AO, man."
Y'all
He
Taylor
was like,
boys.
"You know, there's just that one guy you just don't mess with in the league." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's Paul George for me for some reason."
Fucking bum.
But remember, like this was months ago. They would text like, "Paul George is so smooth," blah blah. And
Yeah,
my
he's
response
like-
was,
I'm like-
he fumbles the ball more than anybody I know.
He realized
He do
that-
fumble the ball.
And I'm like, Not more than anybody you know, but he does.
A lot.
But
Out of the
got-
superstars.
what we was showing him, you can't deny it.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. That's facts. Yeah.
So it's like, but I understand though, because when it does come down to that money, he do be on sometimes.
So I talked that noise. I was like, but Joe Ingles was blasting. Let's talk about it.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And- but Paul George, he did his thing. You can't knock that at all. He fought the best he could, played the best he could, best he's had in a playoff series in a long time. So you give him his respects. You know, obviously he didn't have his other Superman, but my boy CP3 and D-Book got it done. And I don't even feel like D-Book played that great this series.
He did.
No.
He
You know
did.
what I'm saying? And they still got it
Besides
done.
the first 2 games.
You don't think that was the injury? Or you think it was Patrick Beverly, or both?
No,
He
Pat Bev
missing.
was low-key sitting.
He was, but then at the same time, he missing shot that he
Yeah.
Normally make.
in first 2 games.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you can't. I mean, it's hard to say like, because he really played defense, but he's missing. You know,
Right.
it's
I know what you mean?
like you sitting down too, but like you got to give him the credit. But like,
Nah, D-Book was
you know what
missing
I'm
a lot of
saying? It's
shots,
hard
yeah.
to really judge that, even with me playing defense.
I seen it on Twitter the other day, like, because KD was playing one-on-ones in the USA Olympic thing, and they were like, for an NBA player to miss shots is really, like, incredible. Like, the fact that they miss shots is amazing because that's just what they do.
That's what they do.
So when you're not really sitting, you just altering shots or they just missed that possession, you know what I'm saying, and you're there. Because you think about D-Book's rise when he shoots, ain't nobody hands in his face. He just missed.
Pat Belly 6'1".
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Now even now Pat Belly did his work early, but like when he rise,
Yeah, ain't nothing he got for him.
there's nothing you can do.
But CP3, man, I hope he win it for real.
Right.
I hope so too. He been my favorite point guard ever since I've been watching the league. So I'm right there with you on the CP though, and then
I think you on my side with the CP3 Russ thing,
every
right?
time, yeah.
I'm
yeah.
not.
I know,
It's the
Russ is,
CP3. Y'all
Russ is
gotta
like that
stop.
guy with me, like USPG. I'm like Russ, and then Corey Brewer was my guys. I'm like,
Corey Brewer game ugly.
This nigga said Corey Brewer. I was not
Corey
expecting
Brewer
to say
game
that.
ugly.
yo,
son.
listen, I hate Corey Brewer's game so.
It's nasty.
Oh my
But he can get
god,
into it.
he had
Yeah, bro.
50, and I just can't.
What's the craziest thing you've ever witnessed?
Just,
He used to
just
get buckets
nasty.
though. He's
Yeah.
still in the league.
Nah, he's like
Like,
he's
I'm
one of them
pretty sure-
coaches though. He's a coach now.
He over there with
He
Ronnie
just
Brewer.
retired though, like a couple years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because he was with the what was he? He wasn't with the Thunder last, was he?
Nah, he went around for a little bit.
He was with the Thunder though recently.
For a little bit.
Okay, then he went to.
Well,
okay,
yeah.
Probably for a few weeks, honestly. But
That's
yeah,
hilarious,
those are my 2 guys for the PG. I just Russell and he's great, but I
get that. I get that.
No, you don't.
That's I do.
No.
That's the thing.
I
I
can't- I
don't
appreciate.
hear it.
I
I can't do
appreciate
it.
the thing about Russ, bro. I love the way he approaches the game at
Yeah.
full force at all times. That's what Kobe was for me, approaching the game like with a
It's
ferocious.
different.
Like the killer
It's not
mentality.
Kobe. Yes,
because
that's
I
what I
think
like.
Russell does most of that shit for entertainment.
Plays hard?
No, he plays hard, but like all the extra shit.
Oh.
It ain't no Kobe. Mm-mm.
Because Kobe wasn't
different.
flamboyant with his.
No,
You know
I'm talking
what I'm
about
saying?
just full
Yeah,
throttle.
when he
you know
played,
what I'm
like,
He
saying?
when the
does
ball
play
goes
hard
up.
as shit.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
does play hard as
Playing
shit, but
hard.
that's also his downfall.
That's true.
So
That is true. I'm not gonna knock
I never
it.
thought of it like that.
I'm
that's
just saying.
also his downfall.
Getting triple doubles in the league is hard.
I agree.
I'm not saying yes, he may chase him, he may do whatever,
He
but at
chases them,
6'3",
but it's hard.
Chase,
But sometimes in
he's
the
taller than
fashion he used to
6'3".
get him, you're like, okay, like he talked about, oh, they're gonna put him in to get that 10th rebound. That's to me, I'm like, that's not
too
even.
much.
My thing is, how many times, it don't matter if it's when he's in Washington, OKC, look how many times when it's no other team is shooting a free throw and they don't have nobody there to rebound.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
that's
just
what
him
I'm
and
saying.
Steven
Yeah.
Adams, and one of them jump, and it's like he say something, and they look, and then they stop the jump and let him get the board. Type
Yeah.
shit. And like it was multiple times this year in Washington too. Like I'm like, I peeped that little shit. Like
Yeah.
that's why I say, but it is hard to do because at that time you probably had number 8,
Right.
9, 10 maybe,
Yeah.
which is tough, but still,
But his win loss record when he has triple doubles is you just can't argue that.
man.
He winning often.
Yeah. So let's check the stats for the last game, man. Devin Booker shot 10 of 26 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3 for
Struggling.
22 points.
How many free throws?
I
11.
did not see.
You can press all stats on it.
Yeah.
Pull it up.
Probably I'm gonna guess probably about 8, 9 to 10.
It's a picture. I can go look.
Yeah.
about 10. I think he probably about made somewhere around there.
Yeah.
'Cause he had 22. No, maybe not, because he made 10 field goals, right?
Mm-hmm.
For 22 points.
Yeah, one of them was a 3.
Yeah,
So
he probably had less free throws than that.
Then son made 2 if that's the case.
Yeah, he probably made about 3 or 4.
Jay Crowder had 19 points, 6 of 11 from the field, 5 of 9 from 3. CP3 at 16 for 24 from the field, 7 of 8 from 3.
That's a solid CP.
4 rebounds, 8 assists, and 41 points. I don't know what he took.
41.
41.
Yeah, he had 41. He went
41.
crazy.
Oh, that's what my boys was texting me because I fell
He
asleep.
went crazy.
But nobody in the group wanted to discuss that though.
Right.
Yeah, Peso called me right after that one.
Oh, did he? He didn't call me though.
Yeah, he ain't called a group because he called and I said, Peso's not doing that again. And I was right.
Yeah.
Then we got
So he
over.
shot.
He had 9.
Good.
Nah, my fault.
No, you good? Get these real quick.
D Book was 1 for 1 from the free throw.
So he shot one.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
All game.
He needs to get there a little bit more, which he normally does.
Right. So then we go to the Clippers side.
Hey,
Marcus.
well, you don't like that door? My fault.
Oh, shoot.
It's AO.
Oh. Yeah. We got the last one. We got the last piece of the big four in the building, man.
Baby
Little
Toke
bit-
Toke.
Yes, sir.
Bro, what?
That's what I used to call him back in Dick's days. That's what I used to call him. I had you on my phone for that for a long time.
Man.
That was my young boy.
So,
This nigga Tony the Fed.
just got past the Suns, bro. Suns and Clippers. We're not past the Clippers stats yet, but you got any input on that last game?
PG let me down. He already know I hyped that man up a little too much.
Well, you first off,
Sorry to tell you that he
wrong with
sucks.
Doing that. I don't believe he sucks, but
Sorry.
PG is
Last
not.
game.
He is not
fucking
that
garbage.
6 or 15 is not good.
guy. Yeah, he's. I mean, that's okay. That ain't bad.
For Paul George?
6 for 15. He should
For
have
the
shot
best
more.
player on the team?
He should have shot more.
So if you do that, he'd have been 12 for 30.
If he shot 18 shots, he probably would have been 8 or 9.
8 for 18.
But he should have shot about 22 shots for a closeout.
That's facts.
Fair enough.
And he played 41
even
minutes.
even if you missing it,
His plus minus was negative 25.
Yeah, that's how.
So when you're on the floor, they were getting
yeah,
tapped.
for sure.
So we're going to go to Marcus Morris Sr. with 9 of 17 from the field, 4-11 from 3.
I don't like the Morris, brother.
For some reason, that game is stiff.
And you know,
He's better than the other one, but
I never know which one's better. I always forget.
Marcus is better than one
Oh,
of the
yeah,
Clippers.
always been
Oh, really?
better.
I never
Markeith is really buns. Marcus got some game.
Okay, but
Markeith
what's
is-
better? Like, what is it that he does better? Because I never
He
could
does
notice.
everything.
Every
Markeith is
all-around
really
game.
a big. He can play a little bit. He can play 3,
Marcus
4.
can shoot and all that.
Markeith is just
Keith is the one I think
Markeith.
the Thunder tried to get.
Markeith
for
is that
last
twin that's
season.
just the worst twin.
I think he just got drafted because they was twins.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
But it's crazy.
And
They
he
share
went-
the
they went
same
to
bank
Kansas.
account. Ain't that wild? They
Bro,
brothers
listen,
share the same
They
bank
got
account.
every tattoo is the same.
That's unreal.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
What?
For real.
Every single tattoo is the
I think
same. I
they
seen
live
it in
together?
this magazine,
I don't care if they're brothers or not. Somebody got to pause that, bro.
bro.
That's weird.
I mean, from the chest to the, and they got
Yeah.
half sleeves stop at the elbow on both sides.
So they got
Their whole
kids.
chest.
Somebody
You
got
gotta
to
get my kid
pause
shit
that,
on you
bro.
too.
That's weird.
That's
crazy,
that's
man.
weird. That's weird. Yeah. I couldn't.
You know they be smashing chicks together too, right next to each other.
Let's get it.
Raw dog of the
They
hell.
weird. They weird for that.
Brad led the Clippers that game with 26 points. Then Paul George with 21.
He shot more shots than Paul George.
Yeah, he did. 2 more shots.
He wasn't
and
trying to
made
go
3.
home.
Man, Reggie Jackson, man.
Reggie Jackson. I'm glad he played as well as he did because he's been nice to me. He just had some injuries and then not in the right team and not playing the right minutes. So I'm glad he kind of hooped because Reggie got game.
Reggie
He been
getting
had
paid?
game.
I don't know. Is he getting paid?
He about to get paid again.
He was
got
getting paid by
somebody
Detroit.
gonna pay
I'm about to say he
Somebody
got
gonna pay
paid
him.
in Detroit for sure.
I was like, he need to be getting paid.
No,
When he
somebody
left
gonna pay him
the-
this year.
he got paid, but he got another one coming.
Yeah.
He only had 13 though.
Yeah, it was, and that's what's crazy, bro. Because like I said, back in the day, people was not talking about Reggie Jackson for doing much.
That's my issue. I used to like Reggie in
Me
Oklahoma
too.
City.
Me too.
Like
Nice
as the backup
I'm
point
saying
guard, I
he
was
should have
like,
been
dude,
at the
get
one
into it.
more and put Russ at that 2 a little bit more.
That's when that narrative started. Like Russ be at the 2.
Yeah.
Somebody puts.
But it's hard to
him
put
at
Russ
the
at the 2 because he can't shoot.
Yeah,
Then then
But Reggie can. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you kind of like catch 22. Pass to Russ, let him run the 1 or what. But then, Russ going to shoot some bad
it
shots.
might be just really the second option of another point guard out there.
Yeah.
You feel me? Makes it go a little smoother.
Facts.
But especially with Russ, he got to have another
Something.
out there because
Dream team.
he don't have nobody out there. That's why he wanted to get out of Houston.
And you know what's funny? The narrative around Russ was you got to put him around shooters. Goes to Houston. What happened here? What's going on? There were shooters when CP3 was there. Now all of a sudden nobody can shoot no more.
Now all
PJ
of
get
a sudden
traded.
nobody can
James
shoot.
Harden want to go home. What is going on?
Y'all foolish, man.
I'm just asking.
Y'all are foolish.
Isn't
man.
it crazy? Look, we're gonna get on this one.
Come on.
So Reggie Jackson left Russ and flourishes. Another player. It's unbelievable when people leave Oklahoma City how much better they get. And it's,
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And it's the guys that play with Russ. Like now, the guys that leave Oklahoma City bombs. But the guys that play with Russ, when they left Russ, they just got better. And I don't
Oladipo.
understand why. I really look at it like why.
Well, except for Steven Adams.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
but that's just he's a bit. I mean,
That is true.
Like,
He
no,
got
right,
Stephen
though.
A. paid or Steven Adams paid. He did. 10 years, 100 mil. He can't do nothing but dunk. Yeah, that's.
I mean, he got a little game on that block. He got right hand, left hand.
but he on the wrong team
He'll
for
step
that.
through.
Yeah.
He's on the wrong team for that.
They need a 3-point
Because they got
shooter
that other
big.
big bus. He just run
Jackson
there.
Hayes.
Jackson Hayes.
Huh?
But
Jackson Hayes.
Yeah.
he fit better because he just run quicker.
Yeah, he run the floor.
He just run. Steven ain't gonna run like that too much.
No, I'm talking about your favorite boy.
Who?
Zion.
Zion.
Yeah, the bus.
Buzz. That's
What?
crazy.
I ain't calling him no
Not with a
bus.
T. Not with a T. S. B-U-S. Big like a bus.
Oh,
I'm
Buzz.
not-
Let's say, man. He averaged 27 points
No,
a
I would
game.
not call
That
him a
man
bus.
is good.
Yeah.
He's good at what he does.
Hold
too.
on. No, wait. I'm gonna pause that. I'm gonna keep that shit for later.
What?
though. No, I'm gonna wait, bro. No,
I'm just
fuck it.
asking.
We right here. Does Zion have no skill to you?
Uh-oh.
He got more skill than Giannis to me.
Oh,
Okay.
And,
This way.
and Giannis is a 10, no skill, and Zion's a 9.
You know what I'm saying? But Giannis is he's just mastered what he really good at.
Right.
And he's just too big. You can't.
See, it's funny. I feel like Zion uses his
He does.
body a lot different than Antetokounmpo.
He does.
So, and then his athleticism, because I don't feel like Antetokounmpo is as athletic as Zion. Explosive anyway.
That boy
So if
touched the top
Zion
of the
was to
backboard
lose
if
that,
he
that's
did
what
that
I
shit.
worry about.
Shit.
Right.
What, Antetokounmpo?
What?
I ain't never seen him just fly. He's long. He's long. Dude be dunking from the free throw line.
you saying he can't like jump? Okay,
Like he ain't bouncy like Bron.
Man,
Yeah, that
he
makes
jumps, it be the elbow over the rim. That's why nobody be blocking.
Well, he is one of the longest
he's
shooters in
long. Though.
history.
That makes sense.
I mean,
Like long.
yeah, he is long, but he can jump. But Zion is different at 6'6", 6'6", 7
390. That dude going
He
crazy.
said 390. You ignorant, bro.
It looks like it out there. I'm
No,
sorry.
for sure.
He do look big
He
as
look
hell,
bigger
though.
than everyone out there.
You know, he played a lot of the point guard towards the end of the season.
In transition, they say he's best.
He's good
Because
with that ball.
my thing is, if you coming at you, you just gonna move.
Yeah. And if you're moving your feet trying to run with him, you're not gonna be able to.
Nah, yeah, he bump you. It's a wrap.
And
Look,
plus his
if
teammates,
they haven't
his teammates
played-
his cheeks though.
Point guard.
Yeah,
They haven't
he
played
was-
point. No, I'm saying they haven't played point guard, and then Ben Simmons' ass still over there doing struggling, bro. That's pathetic, bro. That Zion can just be moved. You know what I'm saying? Like I know he can play
It's
point, but I'm just
mental
saying.
with Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is nice.
facts. I'm telling
Don't
you.
do that. We killing Ben Simmons for what he did. Ben Simmons is nice.
Andre Robertson.
He do not need to be in
No,
there in Philly.
no, do not know.
Hey, look, I'll take Markel Fultz over
No,
Ben
you're
Simmons right now.
I was
Right
smacking.
now.
I was smacking.
Markel Fultz get to it.
Oh, Alex, you said Markel Fultz,
No, but that play, bro, that's what I was like. I'll give up on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, that
When he
was
was right
definitely
there
a
under the
dunk.
goal, bro.
Yeah, that was bad.
Y'all
That was
he's
definitely a
pathetic.
dunk, and that was Trey Young too. He got to put him.
Bruh, he got scared. He just seen black.
Comparing him to the GOAT, LeBron, bro, that's disrespectful.
Who's ever compared him to LeBron?
That's what he was getting
They was
compared to when he was
comparing
coming
when he first
in.
came to the league.
The way his
they
style
used
of play.
They used to compare Andrew Wiggins too.
Yeah,
Talk
they-
about it.
Yeah, they compare Giannis
Andrew
to it.
Wiggins.
I ain't gonna lie, Andrew Wiggins that nigga.
They better not ever compare Giannis.
He that
What?
nigga.
Andrew Wiggins low key nice, but don't do
Who
that.
is?
bro.
He nice, but he
He's
ain't
struggling
that
right
nigga.
now, but he low key was.
He
Who?
been struggling since year 3. Andrew Wiggins.
Oh my goodness.
Talk
I'm
about
not saying for that
it. He
disrespect,
ain't
my
no
nigga.
bust, but goddamn, when you
I
gonna
wouldn't say
elevate?
no bust. Yeah, he ain't like his game ain't developed, huh?
When you gonna elevate? You 6'9" and can't get to the rim whenever you want to.
At all.
He was
college,
cold in
he was
college.
getting to
Yeah,
it.
in
He
college
can't
he was
put no
cold.
weight. That's because everybody be babies to some of them. And then they go to the
Facts.
league and then
Grown
they
man.
just can't.
Exactly. You gotta sit, and he was older because he had a prep year.
Mm-hmm.
You 6'9" with a nice build in college, man. Come on,
Dominate
that
the league.
athletic.
So I gotta ask you this, man, because I know you are a very shot creative, savvy type of guard. You know what I'm saying? You know how to get what you want out of every situation. So I'm gonna talk about Paul George because you know he can handle the ball and everything. Some of his shots to me, bro, as being a scorer were some of the dumbest, ugliest shits I done ever seen, bro. And I'm like, bro, I've seen people play middle school and high school and take better shots and like create. This man is shooting turnaround off the bad shoulder jumpers.
Let me put it like this: for scorers in general, you gonna have something like that, and then when you know you ain't got Kawhi, you know you got to play 45 minutes. You really might be out there trying some shit at some point too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you making shit and then you done got into a groove, you out there trying shit. Like real talk, you out there trying things, and then even if you even can't make nothing, you trying to get into a groove. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's like you can take better shots. Well, you got to understand though. Well, for me, let me put it like this: for me, if I'm making shots early, all right, I'm gonna stay with it early. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But if I have a one easy miss, like easy something that I like and it's in and out soft, I'm gonna go see it go in a different way real quick. Mm-hmm. Unless they just give me that again. You know what I'm saying? So I might get to a rim touch or that same go in. Now I'm back to something in my shot in my bag to keep you off balance. A lot of people don't toy with the game when it's coming to scoring and stuff like that sometimes. Ron, people, you know what I'm saying? Just like knowing how to stay hot, how to stay in rhythm. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's what people got to learn especially when you're doing this shit every day. When you in the gym every day, you got to learn how to stay hot and stay in rhythm. That's what I had learned when I was doing it every day. So it was just like any spot that I had liked, I'm getting to those spots. All right, I just missed a three. It's going to be a layup or a pull up at the elbow or somewhere in the middle. Something easy.
And that's what I'm saying, bro, because I just swear this whole playoff run that Devin Booker's been on, I done seen him take the same 3 shots the whole damn.
That's what we talk about.
That game 1 against the Clippers, when he scored that 24 in the second quarter, high ball screen. Hit 10-12 straight was at through the elbows. Bucket out the bucket. You was asleep. Bucket out the bucket. Bucket out the bucket. Flat ball screen, getting right to that spot, waiting for him, pull up, wait for him, get right by. Like, it was just literally what he works on that's probably like his opening workout, like just getting to those spots.
Yeah,
those
you gotta
specific
get to
spots.
Like you think about, that's why they compare him to Kobe. Mm-hmm. Kobe has his spots.
Those spots.
And if he gets to those spots, you basically saying it's a 90% chance he makes it.
90.
For real. And that's why I tell like Bremen claims he's a tough shot maker. So that he's not really dictating, okay, these are my spots. He just believes he can make any shot. Mm-hmm. So when you look at Paul George, you're watching him play, and he does those. He's just a tough shot maker. So he's gonna take them sometimes.
He's trying to get any shot. Yeah. He's not like Booker. He don't. Mm-hmm. Paul George can be way more effective if he learns spots like Kawhi. He plays with Kawhi and don't even see that every day.
Kawhi shoot middies all game.
He get to his spots. I've yet to see Paul George get to the same spot, and just like that spot and just kill. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Throughout all his years. Right. That's why he's not a one guy to me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because he can't close him out like he needs to. You know what I mean? So that's just Paul
like
George.
You think about when KD was playing, he shot that midi when he should have dunked it. Mm-hmm. To KD, that pissed me off. That midi's 100% make for him.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But a dunk is 1,000% make. Right. So that's why us is watching like he should have dunked that.
You should have went right to the rim, which you could have, but you seen a little help. But you know you make that 1,000 times in a row. I understand that, but you know what I mean. Yeah. That he got to be better sometimes at that too, because that's definitely a layup.
Okay, so while we got you here and still kind of fresh, that KD gets the ball at the last play.
I'm hurt
when he could have gone by Drew. He had the whole right side of the court to himself.
I'm hurt.
What's going through your brain?
Listen,
what's going through your brain?
Well, what's going through my brain when he first got it is, oh yeah, this is game because it's transition. Then he passes it to Harden. I'm like, okay, what the hell? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like you got me saying that you might have been scared for a second or tired. You feel what? And I'm your guy. You feel me?
Right.
And then he gets it back from Harden. I'm like, all right, we got 7 seconds, make something shake. And like you said, the whole right side. I'm thinking, swipe off, get right to one of your spots over on the right side, elevate. I don't know what the hell that was, bro. That last pissed me off, man. It was just
jumper on Drew Holiday.
It just looked like you wasn't even a professional scorer when you did that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you really don't do, and you really do this because you just showed us that in that whole series. Mm-hmm. But like, yo, you gotta give me something better than that. I'm sorry. Even if you just pull his 3 his ass, I need something better than that. That was just.
It looked like one of the ones that they warming around, choking before the game start, and the
Real
ref
shit.
just on his back like this, and he just turn around, throw that mug up.
Like you didn't know how much time was on the shot clock type shit.
Had way
And didn't even know. And then it's 5. Nah, fuck that. That you got to give me something way better than that. I didn't like that at all. I was out of commission for the next 2 days. I was out. Like Tony said, they was in the group mess talking crazy. I ain't heard or see none of it. Do not disturb.
Bree was going.
He was going
Gone.
crazy.
Really? What was Bree talking about, bro?
He was just saying LeBron would never do no shit like that.
Oh,
Which
wow.
he has.
Yo,
He has. I mean,
Oh, he has. Sorry, I thought you said he has. I was about to say.
nah, he's not.
I better say run my fade real quick, but go ahead, bro.
He's not ass. He's not ass. He's not. I would never say.
He has done that, but I think what Bree was trying to say was if you have LeBron on Drew Holiday, LeBron probably gonna back him down and go to the rim. But LeBron's not a shooter like that. He's not gonna do no KD shit.
And then KD just made that historical fucking same shot before.
Yeah.
Which that's really game.
Yeah.
Big ass feet.
Yeah. That's really what
That's
You
right.
still have it?
Yeah.
Here, connect your phone. Cornell, you're gonna have to hear it now, but
What the audio?
play.
You kept him?
man, saved him.
He was gone in there, man.
Oh man, I don't even want to. I haven't heard none of these.
Like this is what. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Oh Lord fucking Jesus, let me sit up. The best player in the world. My head just hurting because I was rooting for KD, no kizzy. But the best player in the world, cuz shooting a fadeaway 3 ball on a 6'4" guard, 6'3" guard, however tall Drew Holiday is, cuz. And niggas want to say fatigue. But Bron and the most clutch player in the history of the game in playoffs, statistically.
That man was hot that night.
And y'all say this nigga is the best player in the world.
He is. He is the best player in the world right now.
Y'all know I love Bron, cuz, but I don't want to say Bron would never, but cuz Bron would never win. Fuck am I? Cuz what the fuck am I watching?
I'm glad I didn't hear these that night. We would have been arguing that.
Yo,
night,
he
boy.
was
That's why I had-
spazzing. I'm telling you, he just kept going. That's all
wow.
him.
I had to exit myself. My phone was already not disturbed. Put the messages on hard alert. I'm out for the next year. Really,
Hey.
I don't even want to.
Sick.
I'm sick, bro.
And that's what's crazy. I want to ask y'all that really quick before we get on to the next game, bro. Have like just watching basketball, watching your favorite player do some shit
Yeah.
that just
Sickening.
like it really made you sick, bro. Because you got to hear about that for the next 2-3 days, week.
Years.
Yeah, that's true. That's gonna be for
No,
you.
yeah, hear that for the rest.
I have a hard time because when you're a LeBron fan, you really like he getting critiqued so much. Like the fact that he make a mistake, you know you getting drilled for it.
But Bron ain't the only one. No, let's not just put that on Bron.
No, I'm saying as a Bron fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying like because I'm a Bron
Right.
fan, that's what happens. So like Hodges is the worst one because he a Bron hater. I'm talking about the second Bron lose, he going dummy on Bron, and it's my fault.
Yeah, but we all had a moment.
He be going crazy on Bron. I'm just like, what do I do for my man? Like he missed a game-winning shot, Jordan would never, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or if he was in the '90s, just wild stuff. And I'm like, bro, leave Bron alone. How much? He 18 years in. How much more you need him to do?
You know that time I was sick was
well,
when
listen, I agree with you, but you can't say that. I don't want to hear that 18-year and shit because if he do something great, it ain't no.
It's
ain't
great.
year 18. You know
It's
what I'm
great.
saying? It ain't no because he in year 18.
It
no,
is.
Take that
It
bullshit.
is amazing if he does it at year
I don't want to
18.
hear that shit. Is he still playing at a high level?
He won a championship in 17 years.
Is my exact point. So year 17, 18, I don't want to hear it's because he in year 18. No, cut it.
I didn't say
He
cut.
still got to be great.
LeBron do put it on himself though, because he do be hashtag
He the
Wash
best.
King, hashtag 18. I'm like, bro,
What did he do?
He always talking about how long he in the
Because they
But
be
let
hating on him.
let KD do that though.
No, KD been on social media.
KD
wild.
don't embrace it. No,
Let-
but KD
let
don't
KD do
embrace
that, though.
LeBron like embraces it and wants it.
No,
which
KD
is,
just talk shit back.
KD talk shit back, but LeBron be Wash King, hashtag Wash King, hashtag year
You know
18.
who he talking to.
No, but I'm saying he be trying to, act like, he in year 18, so he's still playing good, all that. So
It's
you gotta
amazing.
Still
kinda,
not at a high level.
It's legitimately
Stop.
amazing.
so I'm saying you can't
Admit
use that
it?
as
Can we
excuse
admit
if-
that?
Yeah, it makes sense. I get what you're saying,
Amazing.
Cornell.
The
I
art
fuck
of
with Bron, but
basketball is just those guys at that level. It to me is just amazing. It don't matter what level, the way
Right.
that they do it. Bron is amazing though. Just over his career, my favorite Bron is that goddamn Miami Heat Bron. That motherfucker.
Yeah, he was different though.
Yo,
Black mask, bro.
Having a blast.
my God, it like slam Bron with the jersey tight on his
Number 6.
number 6. He was ready to get at man.
Number 6 back.
When-
Yeah, I was gonna say he changed it back.
My favorite, and I tweeted this shit today. It's fun we talk about. I tweeted this. It might have been today. Yeah, it was today or last night. I was up late, and they had said LeBron's best sequence was like he scored 10 straight again to close the Boston out. It's on Twitter, and they put it on there, which it was like 2 wide open catch and shoot threes. He had a run out steal, dunk. You know what I'm saying, and then something which they was already up by 8 or so. I'm like, I mean, he closed the series, but what he did to the Spurs to close that out. He scored like 22.
Yeah.
20
last
that was my favorite of watching Bron. Like that was different.
Yeah.
That what y'all showed me, y'all just showed me some end of the game shit. Like, but that right there against Bron, I think it was what the 14. Yeah,
It had to be.
It was 14. Yeah, it was 14.
What would you say? I think his greatest game was either that game against the Celtics where they closed them out, or
His greatest game got to be
I wanna
against
say-
the Warriors.
yeah, game
or against
one.
the Detroit Pistons.
I want to say game 1 against the Warriors, that 50-point where J.R. Smith fucked it up. I think that was his greatest game, even though they lost. But he went off for like 50 that game. He went crazy that game.
That was
So he was on the Cavs when he did
that
too.
whole actually playoff run.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He wasn't playing nobody in the East that year.
No,
But he didn't have
Oh, we're
he
not
didn't
gonna
have nobody. No, he didn't. He
The
didn't.
Raptors was a legit team, in my opinion.
I don't know
thought
why
the Raptors
people be
was a
sleeping
legit
on the
team.
Raptors. That really
The
bothers me.
Raptors was low key
Wow,
because
Listen,
they always been there. and
The
lose
amount
like
of
that.
games they
Exactly.
win, no matter what conference,
Yeah.
is
the
unreal.
amount of games they lose when it's time to win. So nobody has sold them the fucking Raptors.
So okay,
they
hold on.
only lose to LeBron.
They don't, yeah. I was
They would
gonna
only
say.
lose to LeBron.
but
The
That's true,
only
like,
team
okay.
they would lose to had LeBron James on it.
outside of that, who else was good?
Okay, yeah, I can't.
No,
But I didn't really think, I didn't never really think the Raptors was that nice. I didn't think they had enough pieces. The only reason why the Raptors won the year they did because
Kawhi.
No, first off, LeBron left the East and KD got
Yeah,
hurt.
LeBron left it.
yeah, and the Warriors then was hurt, and then Joel Embiid had missed a couple games that series too. People forget.
forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah, he
You right.
missed a couple games that series, whether he was sick or hurt, whatever the case may be. But still, he wouldn't. Raptors ain't never. I ain't never been sold on the Raptors. I wasn't sold on the 19 team. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I wasn't either.
They're champions. I don't
And
know.
they're champions. And I
But
can't.
the one I love,
all they lost was one piece and added one.
I like
And
DeMar
lost the
DeRozan,
guy.
but Kawhi's better than DeMar DeRozan.
I agree. Yeah,
And DeMar
He is
DeRozan,
better
but I'm
ain't-
saying they
ain't learned
added
to
one
shoot a
piece.
three.
So the other
forever.
guys didn't change. Just the one piece changed.
But the roles changed.
Siakam was
Fred Van
hooping.
Fleet's role. increased.
Siakam got better.
Siakam
He
was
got
hooping.
better.
Lowry, Van Vliet
Got
came
better.
with it.
His
You see what
game
I'm
had to
saying?
elevate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They
They
expected
were a
it
better
more.
team that year.
They were.
And
But I'm looking. I seen this picture today. I was gonna send it.
They didn't have Marcus
seen
Gasol with Rose and either. They didn't have Marcus Gasol.
Who they have? Valanciunas?
They had Valanciunas, and I don't think they had Ibaka yet either, or Danny Green. They didn't have Danny Green either.
Who?
I mean, the
The Raptors when they had DeRozan.
that
and
championship team
Oh,
that had
yeah,
Marcus
yeah.
Gasol, Danny Green, and Ibaka with Kawhi that wasn't previously there, which is some solid pieces.
This says LeBron in 2018 playoffs.
Yeah,
He dropped 51, 8 and 8 on 60%.
I seen that shit
12
today on
and 5
Twitter. It
on
was
70%. 46, 11 and 9 on 55%. 45, 8 and 7. The dude, he didn't shoot under 55% the whole playoff run.
that's the one I seen. That's crazy.
And he had multiple triple doubles.
That's when he shot that. Oh my god, that's when he hit game
One off the
paces.
glass?
Oh, the one.
It was unreal, bro.
Yeah, that was
Yo,
nasty.
I was sitting at the crib like, that's nice as hell. Like, that's really
Zion could
impressive.
Oh shit.
Bro, look.
Zion could never.
Not that.
Zion could throw the ball.
That was nice, yo. Like,
Like, okay, LeBron,
Man.
how do you view LeBron as a shooter? Let's be honest.
Now?
Now.
He's a lot better than he ever been.
A lot better, but he wasn't that great of a
Growing
shooter.
up, he's always
tonight.
been not a great 3-point shooter,
Okay.
but he's been a good, feasible one.
but he's made shots.
Yeah.
And he has.
When he
Zion couldn't shoot a three, throw a ball in the lake.
A year or two.
I don't care. You're an NBA basketball player. Shoot and make a shot.
you a Zion fan.
Oh,
I
yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
Pelicans fan.
Zion could be I like Zion. I like his game. Like
No, you
you were
don't.
saying about
Zion?
Antetokounmpo.
There's no way.
He's good at his game.
Exactly. And he tries to say, "Oh, he only does the same shit." If you do the same shit every time and you still averaging 27, it don't matter.
Trip Fuller was that way.
And y'all,
Same moves
Trip
all
Fuller
game,
is
never
the
got stopped.
Westmore legend,
In fact,
Right. Right.
But
all time leading scorer.
he is. But Zion sucks. I'm
It's
not
weird.
riding with
It's
see
Zion.
so
that,
weird.
he
Like,
just- he
it's
just
so weird
don't
to
like
me. You don't
his
like
game.
Zion's game.
He just
Because
don't
it's
like
so
his
comparable to LeBron's, in my opinion. Like,
He
it's
just
so comparable.
can't shoot yet.
I just can't even fathom the fact that y'all are saying those disgusting words.
Okay.
And I honestly like. I
You
pick
have-
Zion. Okay,
LeBron-
I don't consider he's a
LeBron
bad
has
shot. I think
not
he's an okay
always been
shooter.
this skilled, Tony. Stop.
Thank you.
If you
Stop
go
that.
look at LeBron's rookie season
I agree-
highlights
I agree.
and you look at Zion's rookie season highlights, first off, only half the games. But second off, he was playing with legitimate bums, getting busy.
Bums.
At all. Hold on.
Well,
Larry Hughes was nice.
Look, okay, who else?
Ricky Davis.
Ricky Davis was 700 at the
Zunas
time.
Zagauskas was all star.
When they won. Not then, when they won.
When they won, what the fuck did they win?
When they made it to the finals, that's when he was the all-star.
Still was an all star.
Because of LeBron.
look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know hoops like that, but I'm reading this goddamn roster for the rookie season. I don't know none of these names.
Thank you.
Eric Snow, Boogie
Alex,
Gibson.
you was like
Carlos Boozer.
Alex, you was like 12.
Boozer was nice.
I know Boozer.
Boozer was
Boozer
nice.
solid.
No Boozer.
You like you don't even. First off, you ain't gonna know how no guys. Yeah, they was buns. I ain't saying.
My age don't matter. Them niggas-
They was some cheeks.
Alonzo, it ain't none of them.
They was some cheeks. Well,
Zion do got a better.
that
though.
wasn't. Was that was his rookie year? He came with Zoe.
Right?
What you talking about?
Yeah.
He had Lonzo his rookie year.
And B.I.?
I'm sure, but
If he had
he
one,
was hurt.
He had both of them.
Yeah. Josh Hart. All them
Yeah,
cats.
he did. He did.
He just got hurt. Zion just got
Hart
hurt
was hurt
because he was
last
fat
year.
and couldn't stay
did.
healthy. Is that not the truth?
That's, I don't know if because he's fat, but
If your
He
legs
did
don't
get
work,
hurt.
it's because you're fat.
Tony, your legs work.
Yeah, not good though. You know what I'm saying? You see me run, it ain't too great. I can fall at any moment. I can fall at any moment.
That nigga ain't gonna get up either.
You know what I'm saying?
God.
I'm crawling over to the wall. Somebody sub me
Oh
in.
my goodness.
I'm stating facts. But yeah, that's just me about it.
Okay, Alex, real quick. Let me finish going around. Alex, what's a play that when your whoever your favorite player is, what happened? What made you sick?
When LeBron, when they played the Clippers, I think the first time the Lakers did.
Mhm.
I don't know if it was it's home game no matter what. But anyways, when LeBron was trying to shoot that game winner and Patrick Beverly stole that bitch out of his hands,
Oh,
that's
sit
why
down.
I was sick, bro.
Sit
I was so
down.
sick, bro.
Hey yo,
I
who
think
you
if
got?
I'm right, yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
what
already
happened.
know. It probably just had to be when KD left. That shit was.
Yeah, you be hurt about that.
Man,
Big Thunder fan, huh?
I was telling niggas
I'm glad he
was
got the
gonna
fuck
leave
out of
years,
here.
Like,
Glad he got the hell up out of here. We playing with fucking Anthony Morrow.
see, I try to say that shit. Did I not say that shit, bro? I said that shit to you. I said, bro, they had Anthony
Shooter then.
Perkins.
He was a good shooter.
Nail,
Look up his percentage
Nail.
that year. He was top 10.
Nail,
Three-point shot.
Anthony Morrow,
Bro, listen.
Daquan Cook.
What year you talking about?
You ain't gotta tell. I already know them sorry ass
What you
niggas
talking
was
about?
out there.
What
Old
are we
ass
talking
Derek
about?
Fisher.
Oh, why you here?
champion.
Why you here too?
Yeah.
Because I gotta settle this. Matt Barnes, or who is it? Tabo Cephalosha. They laughed me out the room. Who you picking?
On my team,
Yeah,
No, who
Or
you
or
want? Who
a
you
better
got?
player, whatever.
who's the
Who you
better
choosing?
player?
Tabo Cephalosha or Matt Barnes?
Matt Barnes.
He has
Okay.
to see. He had to think about it,
No, I didn't. I just had to make sure that's because I heard
and I
this.
can't disagree.
Matt Barnes. Tabo,
Y'all laughed me out the house.
I know.
Tabo
It's because,
Cephalosha should be out there hooping in Air Max 90s. Yo. Guarding the best guys every night. I don't know how he do that shit.
but that's what I'm saying. That's just what I was saying. I was just saying they're comparable to me.
You said 1-on-1. Who am I taking? You said Tabo.
Matt-
Tabo's sitting on Matt.
Matt got a little game to him though.
He does have a little
He be-
game, but he not scoring on Thabo 11 straight.
Nah, not 11 straight.
Not 11 straight, but he gonna
Thabo scoring on
win.
him 11 straight.
Nah, Thabo gonna get that. Thabo just gonna get that. They gonna check up and he gonna shoot it as soon as he.
Hopefully he makes it.
He gonna do that shit every time.
I look foolish, man. Let's go to the next one because I know y'all gotta
Matt
get
Barnes.
busy tonight,
And
man.
Thabo Cephalosha.
Bro, laughing.
Thabo. We had that Thabo guy on the Thunder.
And Roberson, but
That was after the fact.
We
next.
had Russell Westbrook shooting.
That's true.
Oh my god.
Threes. Anyways,
You're great. Your favorite point guard of all time.
Kendrick Perkins.
yes, sir, I gotta say it.
That nigga,
I'm not gonna disagree.
that
with you.
nigga KD said you averaged a whopping 3 points.
Oh, that was the other thing. That was the other thing, bro.
Comparing rosters.
Nah. Was he not say that?
Nah, you right. No, Tony said like Kendrick Perkins was just like an X factor.
Cornell.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Cornell.
Okay, let's
He
talk.
He
This is
said
what
that like
I
Kendrick
said.
Perkins
No, this is
was-
what I said.
Okay, go.
They were naming the roster and they were trying to dog Kendrick Perkins. I said, well, he's a champion.
He was ass with Boston. He was on a great team. That's why he's a champion.
He was the best defensive center in the league. That's just a fact. You can Google
Nell,
that.
talk to him,
At that
please.
time, you can Google that.
Over Dwight.
Dwight Howard was in the league,
He
sir.
blocking shots. I didn't say he blocked
defensive
shots.
Play. How many times have he won Defensive Player of the Year?
He didn't, but he won a championship before Dwight.
Look where he be going, bro. Look where he be going.
I'm just being honest. Dwight had some squads.
If Dwight was with Ray Allen, Ray Jean, Paul, they probably they
played.
wouldn't have beat Kobe twice. But they would have won that year too. They would have won the same year.
No, Powell was feeding him 100.
What?
Powell was gonna feed him 100.
Powell? What? First off, Powell
Don't
barely
ever knock
gets 30.
Powell. You're not
Let's
gonna
move on,
disrespect
bro. Let's-
Powell.
I'm
bro.
not.
I hate when
listen,
people
I
disrespect Powell.
watched every one of those games. So we get.
That's a dynamic duo. Who was gonna
No,
guard
no, no,
both?
no, no, no. It was a nice.
Bynum?
It was a nice duo.
No.
Pau Gasol was a soft ass. The reason why they lost that first one because he was soft as shit.
What?
Kobe had already said it. He was soft as hell. He got tougher the next year.
Okay.
Because he had to. He didn't have no choice. Playing
Yeah,
beat.
facts.
But and his numbers did get a little better. But 19 and 10 is solid. Solid.
With another big who was averaging what?
Bynum's hooping.
Bynum.
At that year he was hooping.
But Bynum was never in when it was winning time.
Because it was already there.
No.
Both them knees.
I was
on
talking
him.
about late game.
Period.
Because LO was
All
in.
season, exactly. And Powell would play the 5. And Bynum was nice, but Bynum wasn't like that if y'all really watched. Like,
No, the system has made him good. The triangle worked great for him.
Made him.
That's just real. The triangle made them both champions, honestly.
I agree.
And then obviously Kobe, the ball hawk Bryant, but hey,
The ball hog, the winner.
Okay, let's-
5 rings.
sorry.
What Bron got?
4.
Not
He
enough.
didn't have Shaq though.
Not
Let's
enough.
talk about it.
Kyrie.
Let's not get
D-Wade.
this
You
conversation.
can combine them all, they're not as good as Shaq. All of them on one
Kobe
team. Shaq
won without
beat them.
Shaq.
What?
Kobe
so
won
did
without
Shaq
Shaq.
won before. Talk about it.
How many Shaq got?
4.
How many Kobe got?
But you say one without Shaq. It took him a lot longer
and,
to
and
win
I
than
think
Shaq did.
and I think Bron played with Shaq too.
Shaq was 700,
Can't
no
count that one
knees.
out.
Whoa! Don't say nah. I'm just saying.
Did you ever see Shaq stand up straight when he played with LeBron? No.
Listen,
His knees like
he did
this.
have them big knee pads on. I'm just saying he played with him. I'm just saying he
When
played
he
with him.
fell, he never got back up. You ever
So
notice that?
he won with Kobe and Wade, but couldn't win with Bron, huh?
That's facts.
Damn, that's
LeBron
tough.
tried to get him there.
That's tough.
Tried.
That's tough.
Atlanta, Milwaukee.
Atlanta,
Who
Milwaukee.
y'all got?
Salty, bro.
Atlanta,
No,
Milwaukee.
that just lost.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
I knew Atlanta didn't
tripping.
have a chance, but it's great to see Trae Young doing what he did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It would have been great to see him in a game 7, but they just ain't got enough for Milwaukee. So defensively, offensively, they ain't got enough.
Hey, yo, how'd you feel?
His supporting cast was definitely lackluster because like you expected a lot out of Bogdan.
Yeah,
And then
he's hurt though, playing hurt too.
yeah, that and then I thought Red Velvet was gonna get to it a little bit, but
He couldn't do it again.
nah.
Won the game.
Like he turned back to what we expected, but I love seeing Cam Reddish really get to it because I got a lot of high expectations.
Niggas forgot
for
about
that
Cam.
nigga.
Put a pin in that
Forgot about
one.
him.
You gotta put
That's-
a pin in that one.
But he played like the boy y'all don't like.
Who?
Paul George. That's what
said I like
People do
Cam
compare
Reddish.
his game. I've never really.
I've never said
That's
like Cam
definitely,
Reddish.
that's definitely
You
who
never
he
did.
plays like.
It's true.
Yeah.
I ain't never said like
But
Cam Reddish.
I like Cam Reddish though. I've always liked Cam Reddish since Duke.
I'll still take him over Paul George and fuck it. Anyways, go ahead.
Hey, I will say Cam Reddish was trying to lock Chris Middleton shit up too.
Yeah.
I like that
He was
because
trying, but it
Chris
wasn't working.
Chris is a problem.
I was just asking.
he is
He's
God.
just inconsistent.
Cam
Chris
was-
got that old man game.
Yes.
Just
Bump you.
at the
knockdown.
at the YMCA. Get
Dude
picked
going-
up for every game.
Like how they
Nothing
Ball.
pretty. Not one thing pretty about it except when he released that jumper.
That's
That's
it.
it.
It's knockdown. Boom.
'Cause he ain't the
Bump
only move
you.
he gonna go is between
My
his
dad.
legs.
My
and
dad
bump
texted me a couple games, like probably 4 or 5 games ago. Was like, Chris Middleton is ugly, and I'm like, dude.
you. Yo, you have no
I'm like,
idea.
that's insane. His head messed up.
It's
all
crazy. It's like 3 different shapes,
that. He had to get
shapes and
shapes.
sizes.
But yeah, man, I didn't get to watch it, but I seen the stats. And I just hate that Trae Young didn't finish the way he probably should have.
Was his injury still bothering?
Yes.
him?
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
get to
for
watch
sure.
the game.
Yes.
So I assume so.
For
I just didn't
sure.
know.
But he had the Oklahoma heart
Yes,
to play
sir.
through that injury and get to it. So I pride him on that.
It's-
Step in, finish the game out right, and
Oh yeah.
Obviously,
Ain't
Brook
that-
Lopez came up big time. He was doing some impressive
He
stuff.
ain't doing that again.
Oh, that looked like
that's-
old Brook
that's
Lopez.
I'm about to say that's the Nets all time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been saying Brook will get busy if you give him.
Yeah, that's true.
Brook ain't gonna get in the paint. That man had 33 and like 10.
He was just
Niggas-
dunking that
they-
bad boy.
niggas
He wasn't
forget he
posting
was
them
It
nice.
did take a while because DJ been saying shit about Brook for a minute.
right,
so
you're
it took a minute
He
though.
got,
you can't
he
lie.
got hurt.
But they finally listened, and
He
then
hurt- what he
Tacumbo
hit? What
was
he
He tore his
playing.
ACL.
and he wasn't, but
Oh,
that's
I
what I'm
didn't
saying.
He tore his
I forgot
ACL.
about that. I didn't know that.
Man, Brook was a problem.
Yes, he was.
He was a problem. He was
In
like
Brooklyn,
24 and 11.
In
Yeah.
Brooklyn?
Yeah. All-time leading scorer in Brooklyn
Wow.
with D. Will. Oh, man, they was nice.
But see, the funny thing is, they took Antetokounmpo out. You had to. Then you put Brook in there. Remember, I told you Brook be clogging the lane up.
But
I think
Antetokounmpo-
no,
when
because
they
you
was
told
playing
me that
together-
Brook be sitting outside the 3-point line. He
I'm
won't
saying-
get in.
You saying he should post up, and I was telling you why he wasn't.
Right.
Because they didn't want to clog up for
Antetokounmpo,
Antetokounmpo.
for
Now
sure.
you take him out. Okay, Brook, go get in there. And now if he can stretch it and post
play
you up. It's
inside.
over with.
But put both of them in the ball screen then.
Pick and roll.
Why not?
I don't know. Is
Giannis
Antetokounmpo
gonna-
good off the pick and roll?
He's been in the pick and roll. He's going to make the right pass 75% of the time.
Yeah.
It's just gonna look
You know what I'm saying?
unathletic and
They
ugly.
should probably
Yeah,
listen
it's
to
just
our
he
podcast.
might gonna get there and he might. But it's gonna get to Middleton. It's gonna
Yeah.
get over there.
Now Brook impressed me. I was watching him highlights. He was going crazy, son.
Yeah.
Made me happy. You know, Brook deserved it too.
Man.
But hopefully, you know, the Suns just wrap it up.
And I want everybody to stop talking about Chris Middleton like they was rocking with him because they wasn't talking,
No.
wasn't not fucking with him.
Hate
last
on
year.
him last year, and he was
They
getting
was
busy last
dogging
year.
him.
They
last
they was like he ain't a 2 guy, he a 3 guy.
Yeah, like he's not good enough. And
I
now they're
mean,
talking
he-
about it looked like Chris Middleton team
They was hating when he got paid. He got paid for a reason, bro.
for sure.
Facts.
Like he's elite. It's just what it is. You might not like it, but that's what it is.
He is. He's definitely
He better than Paul George.
facts.
Big fact.
Yeah.
Currently, he's
Yeah.
better than Paul George.
Forever.
He's been better than Paul George though. If we just
Mm.
the last 4 years.
Wow, I
Ooh.
wouldn't expect you to say that.
Besides that 1 year,
Oklahoma
that-
City.
yeah,
yeah.
and then he ended up still getting his ass whooped by rookie Donovan Mitchell that year.
Joe Ingles.
Which that was
that was the year Joe
But
Ingles
yeah,
was
yeah.
tapping at.
Facts.
50, 40.
Nigga let Joe Ingles whip you.
He was Joe Ingles gets busy. I
How
don't
you
care
scared
what
of Joe
anybody
Ingles?
You can't do that though. The best player on the team lost to a rookie.
says. It's fact.
That's true.
That was his matchup.
So, real quick, was that Donovan or not Donovan? Was that Drew Holiday, Eric Bledsoe trade worth it?
Oh my God, was it worth it?
What?
Yeah.
Perfectamundo.
I'm just saying. Some people
Drew
said that
Holiday
they,
is
are they the same player?
underrated point guard. Wait,
No,
no.
Bledsoe's not a great scorer. He thinks he is.
But a lot
Not
of people
great
didn't think Drew
facilitator.
was a great scorer. That's all I'm saying.
But Bledsoe's not a sitter either.
No.
Drew got a sitter and a good facilitator.
Blad will sit. He just smaller.
Okay.
He just yes,
Height wise, I don't think
he's-
body wise.
Yeah,
he's
height.
That boy.
Height-wise.
Because you remember last series, Bledsoe was
He was
bugging. I mean, he was playing bad last year. I was like, I was watching the game like,
he was bugging.
who are you playing for, bro?
Yeah, winding that
Could
shit
not
up.
hit a
Yeah,
shot.
turning the
shit is
ball
ugly.
over, just running.
That shit
I'm
is
like,
ugly.
but now Drew came in. Drew like, I'm still here, bro. Y'all don't sleep on me no more. This is what I've always been, and he's
Just to
always
have
been
that.
slept on
He's
his whole
always-
career.
He's always been solid too, though.
For sure.
Doing exactly what he's doing. Him and AD just didn't have enough out there, and they still went to the
Man.
playoffs a couple times. They just ran into the Warriors or Dame.
That's crazy because what they had Rondo, Drew Holiday, DeMarcus
Boogie.
Cousins.
Boogie got hurt though when they made
Yeah.
it back to the. They had
was
they had a chance
scary.
for sure that year.
I'm sorry, man. Boogie, something about him is just whatever he around just don't work out good. I don't know what it is.
I don't
It's
know.
just-
Sacramento ain't never been shit besides.
No, he be
the-
spazzing.
Jason
Nigga be-
Williamson now.
nigga, Boogie be spazzing.
He do be spazzing.
Like he almost got teed his first game with the Clippers in the playoffs. He come in about to get teed already. Like, dude, chill out. Your team trying to win a championship here. You over here on some other stuff.
Yeah, he
But he need to be back with somebody. Hopefully he gonna play with the Lakers. That'd be nice.
Real quick, do y'all think Patrick Beverly pushed Chris Paul down? Everybody was saying somebody on the Suns should have slapped him or something.
nah
So
for
Slade.
sure. One of them Sun
Y'all
guys
think
shoulda-
like for sure? Because
They shouldn't have smacked him, but because
One of them
it's the
bums shoulda
game.
ran
But they
fade.
should have pushed him just as hard as Chris Paul got. Chris Paul's neck snap.
Yeah.
He pushed that man hard.
They're like, imagine if he would have got hurt or something.
Like
that's what I was wondering.
as soon as I would have seen it, one of them. It was 3 people around there. One of them should have, because he pushed them, stood into their little huddle. Like, what's up?
That's true.
As soon as he pushed him, he should have been on the ground too.
If I was on the bench, if I was one of those bums, I would have got into it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think one of them
I take the
rookies or
risk.
something.
Take my ring.
Somebody,
Y'all finna take my ring. You better
Somebody.
go
Pay
chill
for my
out.
fine.
nigga. Even Jay Crowder, you standing right there, but you the tough guy. You always doing shit like that, but you ain't.
Supposed to be.
No, Jay Crowder trying to get to that ship, keep shooting them
In that
jumpers. He ain't
moment, it
trying,
was
he
so
ain't trying to
weird,
miss
though.
no
I
games.
just thought somebody would do something. In that moment, nobody did
I
anything.
think Patrick Beverley got some mental issues.
Yeah,
bro.
he
Oh
does.
yeah.
I real life think 'cause he smacked. Y'all see him smack Paul George in the face on the high five.
So did you see that? No, he done it twice. So
Yo,
he did it
listen,
once. It was on
and
camera.
I mean,
slapped him
ain't
in the
no
head.
like not no just. I'm talking
Yeah.
about. He was waiting,
Right in the
and Paul
front.
George was talking to the rep. I'm talking, just smacked the shit out of his face, bro. Like,
It's just like when Paul George like make a free throw or like score, he like smacked that nigga in the head. I don't know what's wrong with that.
like
But
and he-
Patrick Beverly, he don't look like he had issues.
man, he been like that. I had to really look and see if CP said so. I'm like, did he mumble something?
He did.
They say
He didn't look like it.
down, though. They say he stared him down. He stared him
Disrespectful
down,
to
yeah.
me.
Bro,
Man.
for you to go out like that, bro, like
Yeah, that's ugly.
it's something. It's you something wrong with you, man.
It's one of them dudes that you play pickup with that you just got done dusting and shit, bro.
That's one of them. Yeah, trying to foul you, hurt your ass.
Yeah.
yeah.
So let's look at these stats, man. Trae Young, 4 for 17 from the field,
Struggle.
0 for 6 from 3, for a total of 14 points, 9 assists, and 4 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
Closeout game, yes, he was injured, so that's understandable.
It's not enough. It just ain't enough.
Right.
But he ain't got nobody. He ain't got a Middleton.
Yeah, we talking. Yeah, we talking
He ain't
about
got
this
no-
supporting cast wasn't gonna get it
Yeah,
done.
he ain't got no. And they had that one great game.
Now Collins was having a good series though.
Yeah.
He's not.
He really was.
Collins
Yeah,
is
he's
still
not-
a fourth guy.
Right.
That's one. Yeah.
He's
I don't
still
know.
like a fourth.
And Capella's nothing.
I like Capella. He's good at what he do, but he ain't winning you no ball games. He's a good big though.
With Bogdanovich, who's the other guy?
About Herter.
Bogdan-
Oh, Herder. Yeah, you know the one.
Herder.
He had 5 points.
He's some bud.
He was getting to it a couple games.
Well, he's gonna
Yeah.
disappear when what do you call it, Cam and Herter come back. So I'm not really worried about him too much.
Next year. Cam Reddish had 21 points, 7 of 12 from the field, 6 of 7 from 3.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'll be honest with you, the NBA gonna be fun next year.
Yeah.
If a lot of trades don't mess stuff up, it's gonna be a good league to watch.
It's a lot of people that's free agents though.
I know.
Next
it is.
year, yeah.
Next year, it's
So I'm
crazy.
saying a lot of trades gonna
Kawhi,
could mess
all
it up.
It's going, yeah, man. But I want to kind of get back to the league, like John had said in that group message, bro. Because we kind of seen it, like everybody kind of had somebody hurt. It's where it was just you
Right.
and that other guy and everybody else. Man, that shit was good. This
It
shit,
is.
this playoffs was nice.
Chris Middleton shot 10 for 22 from the field, 4 for 10 from 3, for 4 rebounds, 7 assists, and a total of 32 points.
Solid. That's what he
It's
does.
a great game.
20
Solid.
in the third, some shit like that.
Yeah, he stepped up. He ain't like Paul George in Pandemic P.
Man.
Solid.
Drew Holiday shot 11 for 23 from the field, 4 of 12 from 3, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, and a total of 27 points.
That's great. He has games like that, and that's what it is. Like that day you text me, like, "Oh, Drew Holiday heard you."
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, he should do that though. That's
Yeah,
who he is.
that's what he does.
No, for sure. So, we got the matchups locked in. We know what's going on. Phoenix and Milwaukee. I need these guarantees real quick.
Guarantee.
Yes, sir. So let me
Yes,
get it.
sir.
Cornell, Nello.
Man.
What we talking about?
We talked about CP, man. I would love to see CP win, man, but I think the Bucks is too tough.
I do too.
I think they too tough. I think they too big.
Is James Cooper coming back?
He gonna for sure be back. He ain't gonna be back game 1, but Giannis ain't going out like that.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
And it's a hyper extended. He gonna be just fine.
What you think?
That's
Like
what I thought.
4-2? What you think? 4-2?
Mhm.
4-2? Okay.
4-2.
I want to see a 7 though.
That would be nice.
That's
Of
all we
course.
got left. But if 4-2 might be 4-1.
I said that if Giannis wouldn't have got hurt, I think that's
It
what would
might
happen
be.
with the Hawks. But
I don't want that to happen. I ain't, because I'm on Chris Paul's side. But God damn it, them Bucks is tough.
hey yo,
Them Bucks is tough.
I'm gonna have to go with Phoenix.
Mhm.
4-6. I think my problem is Chris Middleton. He's too inconsistent. I mean, and then they're probably going to give up these 2 games in Phoenix. And then also, when Antetokounmpo comes back, he's going to have an off game, kind of like Trey had. He's going to have to get his legs back in. So,
4-2 Phoenix.
Yeah, 4-2 feet.
Oh,
Phoenix.
For 2 Phoenix.
That's nice.
Big Alex.
I think 4-3 Phoenix.
4-3
Phoenix go to
Phoenix.
7. I think Chris Paul gonna turn up. I think Booker gonna have one of them games because low-key didn't have that great of a series against Clippers. I feel like
He gonna have to play a whole lot better
Sometimes I think he
for
gonna
them to have a chance,
But it's
even without Giannis.
Yeah, but that's my concern. Like PJ Tucker, they got a lot of good defensive players. Drew Holiday, PJ Tucker, Chris Middleton.
PJ will go over there with Book.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
But
I'm saying.
You already know what Drew Holiday do.
Yeah, that's my
Brooke
point.
Lopez gonna bring DeAndre Ayton out from the paint. He can because Brooke can shoot that 3, so he's gonna have to guard the 3.
But who's gonna guard Brooke when Giannis get back? Because DeAndre got to guard.
What me and Alex was talking about earlier.
He got to guard Giannis.
So I try to tell Tony, he's like, Giannis get his, you gotta worry about everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like it's fine, but I'm
that's
like,
true, but
Giannis get for 50. If you just have Drew Holiday and Book or whoever just go for a little 15, 20, they should be straight. In my opinion.
and one of them is gonna show up if Middleton ain't playing good.
Drew gonna have a
Yeah.
With Giannis.
If you have Brooke
And
Lopez
vice
do a
versa.
decent game, like you know what I mean?
They
got a lot of
I
options.
don't know. They do.
I'd rather see Chris Paul in them win because it's just I'm a
Me
Chris Paul
too.
guy, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks win. I wouldn't be surprised to be damn sweet for sure. Like who knows? Honestly,
No, I don't think it's.
no, it won't be no sweet. I'm saying 4-1.
They did.
You
They
know what I
did
mean?
just struggle with Atlanta.
I'm going
true.
4-1 Phoenix.
What?
See,
You
he's
said that
bugging.
same shit.
He's bugging.
He said Atlanta Bucks 4-3.
He's wild.
You guarantee that?
That's
guarantee
that's how I
that.
feel.
Okay, I can't. Hey, that's how
Bro, what are
feel.
you talking
This
about,
is the
man?
only reason I feel this way. I'm gonna tell you like that. I'm gonna tell you just like this. CP3 has been waiting for this moment his whole career. Nobody on the Bucks to me has the want to win this
The
championship,
mentality.
or has had to carry a team to that degree of success if they had to.
Have you forgot what Giannis been going through the past 4 years?
Thank you.
I agree, but Antetokounmpo is hurt.
With Middleton.
So we're
With Middleton.
You're basing it on Antetokounmpo coming back. I'm based on him not returning.
Middleton too, because if we really being honest, without Giannis out there, Middleton is probably tied for the second best player on the floor.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
But then if you only got to take him out and not just Antetokounmpo, you can beat the other 4 guys.
So
You got to minimize. If you can minimize Chris, which I think CP3 is the only person that could possibly, and Crowder, minimizing.
But I think it's easier to game plan for Giannis than it would be for Drew and Middleton.
To me, it's harder because you have to game plan for Antetokounmpo. What do you do for the other 2? So realistically, you got to, if you game plan for Antetokounmpo, one of them going to be open 9 out of 10 times.
Nah, you gotta, like you just said. I mean, you gotta not let him get his, but like you gotta. He gonna be on the island a lot
Right.
if it ain't in transition, because they can't sit in the paint. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta stay connected to these shooters. That's why I said it's easier, because you like at worst come to worst, DeAndre use your size. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chris and Drew can do it in different type of ways. Hell, they can do it in ball screen action with each other, and he sliding. You know what I mean? But I just think it's easier because Giannis, you know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
You know what he's gonna do.
Yeah, but the issue is if Aiden gets in foul trouble, to me, he's such a great piece on offense right now.
For sure.
If he gets in foul trouble, it kills the Suns in the
No,
total.
for sure. But I don't think he would have.
Because you got to guard Antetokounmpo.
They ain't got too many bigs.
That's what I'm
over
saying.
there.
Who they subbing in?
I mean, they got Sargent, but
Sarek.
Frank Kaminsky.
Sarek got to go guard Brooke. And you got to put Crowder on
Frank
Antetokounmpo.
Kaminsky.
but Crowder,
Kaminsky.
but you know Crowder will go over there with Giannis too, though.
He'll try, yeah.
So now you saying Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday more versatile than Giannis, so it'd be harder to game plan against them too.
For me personally, it would be
That makes sense. I
because
get what you mean.
if you watch the games where both of them that went crazy together,
Mm-hmm.
it's been in different type of ways for both of them. You know what I'm
So
saying?
it's like
So
unstoppable because you don't know what they're finna do.
you don't know what they're going to. Drew Holiday might run off 6 straight from defense.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and Middleton, he ain't going to play fast. He can get to his spot. He can just bag you down. If you want to send a double, he going to send it. Swing.
So
Just like Giannis. Swing.
we're gonna go matchup for matchup. Chris Paul and Drew Holiday.
Okay.
You got D Book and Chris Middleton. PJ Tucker,
Crowder.
Jay Crowder. Who's the 4 for the Phoenix?
Crowder's the 4.
Okay, so who's the
The
3?
3
then?
is Mikal Bridges.
Mikal Bridges.
Ooh, I
like
forget about
Mikal.
him.
I like Mikal.
That's
So
tough.
we'll go PJ with Mikal, Jay with Antetokounmpo, and Aiden with Brooke Lopez.
You're going to switch those.
Yeah.
Put Crowder with Brooke.
Yeah.
Crowder with Brooke.
Because Brooke, if Antetokounmpo's there, Brooke's over there in the corner shooting threes.
Okay.
Facts. He ain't gonna be.
So that's the only way, Crowder can hold his own then.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. If Antetokounmpo gonna come back, that's the only thing I'm basing it on. I'm taking Phoenix 4-1.
Okay.
And I think he's gonna come back. I mean, he been waiting for this.
Yeah.
So he ain't.
Who you got, DJ?
Oh, I got Milwaukee 4-2.
That's how I figured by it.
4-2.
That's fair.
So, man, I'm not going to hold you anymore, Cornell, bruh. I know we're going to have to definitely get you back, talk about the Nello process and everything. I just know
sure.
you got a game. My boy finna go drop 50, him and Bree, man. But I appreciate you coming on with me and the gang, man, the Big Four, coming apart, being the Big Five, man. You know what I'm saying? The starters.
Oh, I
Yes,
like
sir.
it. I appreciate you guys having me, man, as always, man. It's love. Love what you guys are doing. Shit's dope.
Hey, man, if y'all ain't checked it out now, go check out the Nello process. Go look. Shout out to my boy IG if you want to get off all this stuff now.
I got so you got my main account, which is handle _ Nello 5, and then TNP _ basketball, which is the Nello process, and then I don't even know my Twitter name by heart, but it's got something to do with Nello 5. So just try that. But yeah, that's my 2 IGs. And go ahead and lock in with me.
Hey, man, tap in with my boy Cornell. Hopefully we get him back for an interview. This is episode 15 of the From the Jump podcast. We out.
We out.